Welcome to episode 6 of the Church of Marketing. I'm Jake Lewis. This is Connor Wright, and today we're going to talk about harnessing AI in advertising and marketing, which is kind of ironic because I was telling you right before this, I did a post on LinkedIn yesterday all about this custom GPT that I've been building for content creation, which is one of the 3 pillars of marketing, right?
Yes,
we're going to
sir.
keep referencing past episodes. If you don't remember, audience, creative, destination.
I almost lost it.
I almost forgot. I almost used the wrong word for a
Fireable
second.
offense at Rep Labs, just so you know.
But I've been trying to harness AI for the things that just take up time and the place, right? It's the 80-20 rule, right? I'm trying to focus on the 20% of what we need to do that provides 80% of the value. So when pitching clients on a concept, right, for a video, right? Lots of the times we've had that discovery call. We've talked about what they want, what this video's for, what we're trying to accomplish, messaging, branding, all that good stuff. And one way I've found to start utilizing AI is custom storyboard imagery. And ChatGPT, if you get the GPT-4, you pay the subscription, you get their image generator, DALL-E, which frankly has sucked for a long time. And humans look demented and weird with 3
Hands
eyes.
always look like...
Hands have like 6 fingers, and it's really bad. But I found, at least recently, it's getting really good. And so I even put an example on LinkedIn. I said, here's the prompt that I've been putting into my custom GPT. So I don't know if it would work just going out there and plugging it in, because I've kind of just been teaching this GPT to get better and better. But I give it everything. I give it the description of the scene. I give it the angle of the scene. I give it whether it's being shot with a drone, whether it's a wide angle shot, whether it's a tight, is this at eye level? Is this from the air? Whatever. And it's been spitting out 9 out of 10 times almost exactly what I'm envisioning. So the example I did was, I said I want an overland Jeep with a light bar on the top. It's at night. I want it wide from the air, and maybe I'll have this image pop up. But overland Jeep with lights, desert scene, moonlit, stars. There's a campfire next to it with people setting up for camp. The Jeep's lights are on, and it's a wide shot, top down from like a drone. And I'll pull it up here, but it did exactly that. And then I told it, hey, make a daytime scene similar. It's at the edge of a butte, desert, boom. Like,
It just made it.
It made it. So instead of having to go out there, traditionally creatives are going out there and they're Googling stock images, or they go to a paid website where you can kind of pull scenes from movies and TV shows, but you got to pay. It's a pay to play kind of situation. But you're pulling imagery that kind of shows the client what you're going for, but not exactly what you're trying to envision. So being able to use an AI tool that creates exactly the storyboard images that represent the scenes with the right products, the right people, the right details is completely game changer. And then, we kind of just dived right in. I apologize for that, but it just kind of has been top of mind for me that AI, I even had somebody respond. They go, do you think AI is going to kind of rid the need for creatives? I think you could argue either way from an AI standpoint, but I still think there's people, like I had to understand the industry to be able to make an image that actually works or makes sense, right? I still have to understand, you still have to have the creative mind to think of what you want, but then you have to be able to learn how to communicate that in the right, words and details to accomplish what you want. So you kind of become like an engineer of sorts, being able to utilize the tool. So I still think creatives are always going to be a thing. And then, one we use for this podcast, Opus AI, which you've used too. You can take your long form video, slap it in, spits out all your vertical social content for you, rather than spending hours and hours, because I've done it, hours and hours finding the clips you like, cutting those out, formatting them, new captions, exporting. It's a nightmare. It's just busy work, right? And you're not really being a creative. You're just being a straight up just like a cutter
You know what's interesting about AI? Because even with the like Facebook advertising,
Yeah.
right? Writing sales copy, you're in the creative, scripting out sales videos
Yeah.
and scripting out stuff. Like, I think that I'm of the proponent that AI is actually going to create more jobs than take away. It's just going to shift the jobs. Because if you think about like a ship back in the olden days, like Pirates of the Caribbean, right? There are so many hands on deck to do all these things. This person's pulling this rope and this person's doing this. What AI is doing is taking those little jobs on the ship and it's automating or systemizing or taking care of those little jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's going to lose their job on that, whose job is your job is to pull this rope, but there's going to be more opportunities. But that they can take later. But what's not going to be able to change is you still have to have a captain of the ship. The captain has to make sure everything is running smoothly. They have to know, like, I need to go over here, I need to do this tactic in this battle, or I need to do this, and this, right? So we're going to have, what it's essentially going to do is it's going to take out the mind-numbing grunt work. But like even I use ChatGTP to write ad copy and stuff. There's yet to be an ad copy that I wrote that was like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's
or sounds like something I'd write.
Yeah, or like, that word that it used totally sounds like a normal human being. No.
Yeah.
And you can train the the GTPs to do, like I've made some too that are really good and they get it 90% of the way there. But you still have to understand what you are trying to accomplish. Otherwise, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. It's just removing that kind of just mind-numbing, busy work that doesn't allow you to provide value. It's that 80% that provides 20% of the value that you're trying to accomplish. It's just helping you streamline and become more efficient.
And if you've worked really hard over your career to learn how to make videos that look amazing, right? And so you now have an eye, you know how to make these videos look good. So you need that technical training so that you can direct the GTP and the chat, everything to actually do what you want it to do.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like, if you took anybody off the street and said, hey, get ChatGTP to make this image for this shot, it's not going to come out nearly as good as yours because you have that technical training and that knowledge that that AI won't be able to replace, at least for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm of the opinion for now that AI is just a tool to help you streamline and become more efficient and help you focus on things that provide value. Opus AI helps you cut your social clips, auto-generates captions for you.
It's amazing.
Cool. Now you don't need, an editor to do that for you. Is it perfect? No.
But the editor also can now go spend his time on other projects. So now you can create more.
You can create, your output's going to increase. You can focus and put more time into things that maybe need a little more attention and where you want to provide a little more of your, creative flair and value.
I think my prediction with all this AI stuff and in the content creation world is it's going to create a flood of more, but not better. And the people who win are the people who can master the better side and the more.
Right. Quality comes from quantity. So if they're doing more, experimenting, they're going to get better than everybody else.
Well, and I've seen this in the Facebook advertising industry, right? So when I first got into Facebook advertising, it was still very new. I've been doing it for 8 years.
Yeah. It's called Meta now, Connor.
I will never call it Meta, ever.
Bookface?
It's
Bookface.
It's the book of faces forever. Don't even get me started.
So you were talking about Meta ads.
Yeah, so Facebook ads I've been running for 8 years. When I first got started, it was not an easy barrier of entry. Like the barrier of entry was actually pretty difficult because it took a lot of, it wasn't as smooth technically.
I mean, I still don't like their UI, frankly.
Yeah, it's messy. Like going in there, trying to figure it out and everything, it's difficult. Now it's a lot, it's like 1,000 times easier.
Yeah.
1,000 times easier. It is, I can't, like, all the OGs out there who know Power Editor and like when the ads manager and the Facebook pixel were, you had to like make accounts in 2 different things, and it was crazy. Anyways, but as it got better and more people started creating courses on how to do Facebook advertising, the market got flooded with more Facebook advertisers. And then there was courses like how to start your own SMMA, social media marketing agency. It's so easy. Companies will pay you $500 a month to post their social media. It's so easy. You just do this, this, and this. Get 10 clients, you're making $5,000 a month. It's so easy. It's 2 hours of work a week and like all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
It got flooded. And all of a sudden, everybody owns an advertising agency. Everybody runs Facebook ads. And so for me, as a Facebook marketer, I was like, oh, it's going to be really hard to get clients. Like before, I'd be like, I'd talk to someone, they're like, what do you do? I was like, I run Facebook ads. And they're like, whoa, I need Facebook ads. Can you run Facebook ads for me? I'd be like, well, let's take a look at it, right? Then now it's like, I run Facebook ads. Oh, you and 50,000 other people. Are you any good? What kind of results do you get? Do you do this? It's like a different conversation.
Yeah.
The same thing's going to happen with AI and creative. Like you're going to have people just creating, and the market's going to get flooded. But the people who can stand out and not just care about, oh yeah, I can write 1,000 blog posts a month. The person who writes 100 blog posts a month but spends more time on them and makes them better will win. Same thing happened with Facebook advertising. And then iOS 14 came in, and all of the wannabe Facebook advertisers couldn't get the results, and they're out.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's great.
So
More for us.
More for us. No, I don't want any more clients.
But so from an AI tool standpoint, what do you find yourself typically using? Would ChatGPT be the main one?
Yeah, ChatGPT.
Have you used Jasper AI at all for copywriting?
I tried Jasper. ChatGPT came out and it had a free version and it was better. And then ChatGPT's paid version was even better.
Yeah. Do you have it connected to web? Because GPT-4, right? It's like knowledge base is up to a certain year, but then if you give it web access, then it can access everything in real time.
Yeah, so I connected to web access, so I'll have it like analyze a landing page, things like that. But what I mainly use it for is I'll say, hey, this is the product, here's the sales points, here's the format of my ads that I write that I know work with the script. Cranks it out, I tweak things, move things around, and that's how I use it the most.
So copywriting, and then you're using it for landing page analysis, basically?
Yeah, I'll have things analyze landing pages. I'll have it analyze Amazon pages, like extract, just to like save me the time of like going and pulling the most important information from landing pages. Like if we get a new client, I'll say, hey, go analyze this landing page. What are the main top 3 selling points? Yeah. And then, I take that and then I'll do it. I use it more than Google for research. I was writing a sales page for an all-natural makeup remover that's like oil-based and everything. I was writing the sales page, and I was just like, I'm a dude. I don't.
Yeah, we don't get it. Yeah.
I don't get this. Like, it's hard. Like, right? Just understanding. So I like use ChatGPT. Like, what are the top 3 selling points of a 100% all-natural, purely oil-based cleanser that has these ingredients and this, like, what would be the top 5 reasons, things that would help someone with? And it spit them out. I'm like, cool. I just did all my product research like that. Yeah. Then I took the top 3. I was like, okay, if these 3 are the things, how would I describe this problem? How would somebody talk about the problem they have, with this, and like how would they view it and everything? And so that's how I'm really utilizing it for research and speeding up copywriting.
When you get that information from GPT, do you ever go check and make sure it is indeed accurate? Sometimes, right? You always get that little asterisk where it's like, hey, double check, because sometimes GPT-4 can still give you.
Yeah, I check. But like that's the thing. Like, before people are Googling it. And like my thing is like, you know, you can Google like, the answer is whatever you want it to be when you Google something, right? Like,
It's true.
You can say like,
because you're telling it what to find.
tell me 5 reasons carrots are the best thing for me, and then what are the 5 reasons that carrots are horrible for me? You're gonna get answers for both.
Yeah. Confirmation bias. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We live in an age of so much information. The problem is not. This is just a little side thing.
Yeah.
The biggest issue we have in today's maybe not the biggest issue. A big issue we have is back in the day. Restrictive information caused problems, right? Information and knowledge, it was hard to obtain. That's why college was so important, to go to college and everything. Nowadays, it's not that information is hard to get, it's information is hard to sift through and
find the facts and truth.
So it's just a different problem that we have in today's society. And so, hopefully AI can help that somewhat, but I don't know.
I mean, little tangent is, I could argue that AI might
make it worse.
Oh,
for sure.
I mean, there was those photos of the Eiffel Tower in Paris on fire that went crazy viral.
Yeah.
Like AI can.
It's
can
scary
create,
stuff,
it
but
can create a lot of problems.
But let's just try and use it to make money.
Yeah.
In ethical ways.
Of course. Of course. So as a marketer, what are your top 3 AI tools that you would use?
I think the ones that we mentioned, ChatGTP, even Google's new one, it was called something else, but now they changed the name.
Yeah.
Gemini is now.
Gemini, yeah.
So I use that too.
They had that ad during Super Bowl about it.
Yeah. And then Opus is a big one, and
Opus,
but yeah, those are the 3.
Yeah. I mean, I would say mine's the same. It's the OpenAI DALL-E image generator.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
For this podcast, it would be AutoPod.
Yeah.
It's an AI that basically auto cuts the different angles of the camera, does, I'd say 98% of the work in terms of the actual editing, like the cutting. That would take hours.
Don't tell people our secrets.
Yeah, no, I mean, that one went crazy viral when it came out. And then I would also say Opus AI.
Yeah.
Just being able to create that short form social content like that versus having to do it manually, just it saves everybody's lives.
So much time. So.
And then Adobe's AI, their podcast audio AI, audio enhancer, it allows anybody who is doing a podcast who might not have good audio equipment, right? And these DJI mics are great, but they're not the best.
No.
But you could do a podcast on your phone or on some cheap little mic, use their AI. It's going to make it sound that much better, that much more professional.
I love this.
Gone are the days of having to spend so much money. 2024
is so freaking awesome. I know there's a lot of crap going on.
There's a lot.
There, but they're always going to find things that are crappy in life. But man, we are living in the future.
Yeah.
People are so easy to get ahead in life. It's so easy. It's difficult. It's always been difficult. There's been barriers for everything forever, right?
Yeah.
Man, it's never been a better time to be an entrepreneur.
It's weird, and it happens so fast.
Oh yeah.
I remember seeing AI image generation even a year ago. It was garbage. It was trash. It looked so fake. And now
it's exciting.
It's wild. But
go be an entrepreneur, people. It's
never been a better time.
Yeah. Go start the business. Go start the side hustle.
Stop being what do you call them, a wantrepreneur?
Yeah, don't be a wantrepreneur.
Go be an entrepreneur.
Go be a do-apreneur.
Yeah.
Okay, well, awesome. I think that's it for this episode, guys. Yeah. Thank you for listening along. Make sure you comment, like, share, smash that subscribe button, and leave a comment below.
Oh, man. I'm so glad you're not actually like that, thank goodness.
I know, right?
Yeah, that would be so bad. We wouldn't be doing this if you were.
Not even a little bit, so.
We'll list some of those AI tools in the description below. And again, if you have any questions, put them in here, and we'll try to do a Q&A episode or, answer a few of the questions each episode here in the future. So, again, I'm Jake, this is Connor, and we'll see you next time.